Hi, I'm Charys. I'm the developmental editor for SilvergrainClassics, and I'm going to do a page through of our issue 15 in just a second, but I wanted to ask those of you who already have the magazine maybe to give us some feedback in the comments. I mean, I'm the developmental editor, I put the content together, I curate it, so I think all the articles are great, but maybe some of you have favorite ones, and I would love to hear about that in the comments. But those of you who don't have it yet, this is your chance to have a little look in, and I hope you'll enjoy it. SilvergrainClassics Issue 15. Yeah, sorry for the lo-fi recording this time around. I'm actually in the United States visiting some family, so they generously donated their sofa for this video. Yeah, it starts out with a wonderful portfolio from Susan Geston Bridges, who is indeed the wife of Jeff Bridges. And this is the first time that her images have been published. It's behind the scenes photos from a movie called Heaven's Gate that Jeff Bridges starred in. And maybe some of our readers will know something about the movie. There was a bit of controversy about it when it came out, but these images are absolutely stunning. And we are very, very privileged to have them publish them for the first time. This is a great article from our returning contributor, Bruce Bonbaum. This time he's talking about his color photography, which is a little bit unusual, something different than his usual articles. The next one is a brilliant article by another one of our returning contributors, Andrew Sanderson. And he talks about creativity and how important it is to let yourself play and not to be afraid to make mistakes and to just treat everything as something that can either be learned from or can inspire you. A portfolio from a fantastic Italian photographer, Augusto De Luca. The article was written by Lina Besonova, and he has some really stunning images, which I'm sure this little video is not doing justice to. And M3, our editor-in-chief, Mavan, he actually was gifted an M3 accidentally, and then took it to its home in Wetzlar to have it looked at by all the professionals at Leica itself, and that's the first part of that article series. David Burnett is probably somebody who most of you will be familiar with. He is quite the guy in the photojournalism profession. And we are very, very happy to have this article. We've been meaning to feature him for many years, and this is the first time we're able to pull it off due to scheduling things. And we're also very happy to have an entire page of his own words about what it was like for him in the Vietnam conflict. That was also our cover image here, which you can see. He was also himself featured in a number of news services with his large format camera at the January 6th hearings. Now we have our Simply portfolio, Damian Hovhannisyan from Armenia, who does some really stunning work on color film. Very unusual, and I think definitely shows the cultural influences from Armenia. We tested 2 of the new color films that came out, and we had some pretty surprising results, which we're very happy to bring you in this article from Mavan Almozayan, our editor-in-chief. Here we have a great article or portfolio from Steve Cham, who is living and from Hong Kong, written up by Ludwig Hagerstein, and we were very, very grateful to Steve that he was very open with us talking about what it is like living in Hong Kong in the present day, and he does some wonderful street photography. This is just a little article about Freestyle Photographic in California and their long history of supporting film photographers. This was a cool workshop that we did here in Germany on 16mm motion picture photography. We had a great group of students here, all quite young people who were very interested in learning about film cinematography, and we share their story. This one is written by returning contributor Karin Majoka. And she has a great, amusing style talking about what happened there. And then another of our contributors of Virtual Connections, Bray Hunziker, or Hunziker because he's from the States, also talks about his love of shooting on film in motion picture. He has a great YouTube channel. Definitely check that out. Another portfolio, Daria Trotskaya from Russia, living in Italy. She does some really, really great work also in the fashion sector on film. Another person who we're really happy to see working out there professionally on film and keeping it all alive for us. Interesting gear article on a black giant zoom. And people generally tend to think, prime lenses are the thing, but, a good zoom lens can be a very interesting tool, and I think Mavan has a great take on that. Yep, this is a great article about the Experimental Photo Festival in Barcelona from Amy van Veen, and they have some great things going on in Barcelona. If you're at all interested in experimental photo work, then that's definitely a festival to check out, and Amy has some interesting insights from behind the scenes there. This was an unusual article written by a young woman named Lena Schack, and it's really a very systematic review of red scale photography done with a whole bunch of different films. And it's interesting to see somebody approach this so scientifically and pass on that knowledge. She also has a book that she has published about the subject. And this is our returning friend and contributor, Doug Richardson, who was trying out some how things go for him when he scans versus when he does darkroom printing. And it was a very interesting article, which I think it's great to see somebody who is maybe not a master like Andrew Sanderson, and what his take is on the pros and the cons and what he learned. Our book review, as always, by Christopher Osborne, and this time also dealing with some motion picture books. And so we were very happy. Our own Jürgen Lossau here from Germany, but also Jacob Dodd, who teaches analog filmmaking in the States, has just brought out a book about that. So yeah, I hope you've appreciated this or had a little bit of a better insight into this issue 15. And if you don't have it yet, boy, I hope you'll just drop by our website. It's shop.silvergrainclassics.com. And you can get a subscription there. You can order a single issue. We also have back issues. So yeah, hope you'll drop by there and hope you enjoyed the page through.